Hello, hello. So today we are going to be doing a reaction to conspiracy theories. And of course, we are going to use the king of conspiracy, Shane Dawson. I've watched a lot of these videos already, but I'm going to watch one I haven't seen so that we can get that genuine reaction that everyone just craves. This coffee is terrible and it's cold already, and I regret every decision I've ever made. All right, we're gonna do TV show conspiracy theories, which I haven't watched yet, and I'm ready. Let's get conspiring.
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to another conspiracy theory video. Now today's video, we're gonna be talking about a lot of different types of conspiracies. Some involving TV shows, the Illuminati, and even whether or not mermaids exist. So let's start with TV shows. Now there's probably theories about
I like how he uses this low voice, real trying to be like, "Hi guys, today we're talking about."
And we've even talked about the overall.
I feel like I'm listening to a ghost story.
To distract us, and that brings us to our first theory, which is about the show Friends. So obviously, Friends is one of the most popular.
I don't know the
shows
clap
of all time.
actually.
I've seen every single episode, literally.
I've seen 8 episodes, but I wrote a paper about it once.
As you can see, this is the DVD box set of the 4th season of Friends. Do you notice anything weird about it? That's right. When you really look at it, you notice that Rachel is the only one looking at the camera, while everyone else.
I don't know if you need to really look at that.
There's a lot of theories about why she's the only one looking at the camera. Some of them are that this entire show was just a dream, and the reason she's looking at the camera is because the whole show has been from her POV.
That's a really lame dream.
Now, obviously, that's dumb, and I don't believe that. But then I started looking into it,
cool,
and
me
there's
neither.
some very intense, scary theories about Friends that I did not know existed. And the scariest one is that this entire world of Friends is all inside of Phoebe's head. And her mom killed herself. She lived on the street when she was a kid. She probably believed in conspiracy theories. The theory is that maybe Phoebe never got her life together. Maybe she stayed living on the streets. Maybe she continued to do drugs. In an earlier episode, she talked about sleeping outside of the coffee shop when she was a kid. Well, what if she stayed there? What if she had been living on the streets outside of the coffee shop her entire life? And what if she laid there and stared inside of the Central Perk window and created an entire world inside of her head? 5 cool, interesting people sitting on a couch.
Doesn't seem
Wished that
realistic.
she was a part of their crew. What if she saw them having conversations in that coffee
At
shop
all?
and closed her eyes and put herself in there with them? Because when you think about it, Phoebe never really fit with the rest of the gang. She was the weird one. She was saying crazy things. They were always looking at her like
Phoebe
she was
never
out of her
fit, but
planet.
that was their thing, is none of them actually should have been friends in real life. They were all completely different individuals so that they could appeal to different types of people.
That one is so creepy to me because it makes sense.
Oh.
Well, this theory started to
Does
go
it?
viral, and the person who created it said this: what if the series ended with the friends walking past Phoebe on the street and referring to her as the crazy lady who always stares at us? And then Phoebe would open her eyes, look up
Okay, but it
and imagine
doesn't
herself.
end like that.
Now, the co-creator of the show Friends, Marta Kaufman, heard about this rumor, and she said this: that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. No, I never heard that. That's a terrible theory. That's insane.
How is
Now,
that
she
even
did say
count
it's
as a conspiracy
fascinating
theory
as
if
but she said it was
canon is
but I
against
dare
it?
you to go back
It's
to
about a
watching
TV
Friends.
show. It's fiction.
Now, there's
If
some
the
theories about
creator
shows
says
that
that's
are
not
too
the
dark
case,
to
that's
even
not the
talk
case.
about.
Sorry.
A lot of you guys want me to talk about 13 Reasons Why. That show was created to put the idea of suicide into young people's minds, which is so fucking dark. And I definitely hope that's not real, and I definitely don't believe that. But
About that though. So apparently after 13 Reasons Why came out, there was a bunch of people who also committed suicide, and a lot of the suicides kind of mimicked the way Hannah did. And Netflix keeps being like, "Oh no, that's coincidence." And it's well, it's very much so not coincidence if they watched the show and then got inspired to do it that way. Obviously the show doesn't give you depression or anything like that, but graphic images of suicide, graphic images of self-harm, triggering images, those all can kind of lead to it, and Netflix just wants to make money, and I get that, but there has to be a middle ground. I'm just saying.
this next thing isn't even a theory. It's
Still bad
real,
coffee.
and it fucking blew my mind. Now, one of my favorite shows every year is RuPaul's Drag Race. Race. So this show is
Never
about a
seen
bunch
it,
of drag queens that are competing
but love
against
it
each
in
other to
theory.
win the title. And the grand finale is always super epic and super big, and it's taped in front of a live audience. But then the moment happens where somebody wins, and it feels weird. It almost doesn't feel exciting and kind of feels fake. Like nobody really cries, nobody's screaming in excitement, they're all just kind of like smiling, and then the show's over. Well, the reason why that happens is because the ending is fake. So at the end of the finale, in front of the live audience, they film 3 different endings. That's right, they literally film a fake win for all 3 drag queens. Now the reason they do that is because they don't want the people in the audience to leak the information online. So the drag queens
that's
find
kinda
out
smart.
if they won or not at the same time we do. So they basically take one of the wins and they edit it in, and that's the person who won. So here's
That's
a clip
really
of the
smart,
final
actually.
3 drag
Like,
queens of
that
season
makes sense
7
to me.
watching the moment that Violet Chachki won.
America's next drag superstar is Violet Chachki.
That'd be really cool if they
Fucking
edited
weird,
it in,
right?
like
when
if they
you
just
watch the show
embraced
and she
it, I
wins and they
think.
put the crown on her and she's
I don't know if that
all
counts as a
excited, but
conspiracy
it's not
theory,
real.
though,
Can you imagine how
TBH.
mentally and emotionally fucked up
That's
that is?
just
Like, to have to
smart
pretend
marketing.
to win. Well, now that you
Like,
know that, go back and watch the
You don't want your
episodes.
ending
It's so
spoiled.
fucking weird.
It's like
it
giving
just
an
feels
actor only
really
part of the script
uncomfortable
if you
and
know that they have a habit of
awkward, and it
leaking
makes you
things.
think, if that's fake, what else is fake on TV? Literally, probably everything. Okay,
I mean,
so
it is
that was a fun
television.
theory, but we're
I
gonna move
hope
on to
you don't
something
think television's real.
We're going to be talking about the recent death of a rapper named Prodigy.
Like,
1995 was the first time I ever heard about the Illuminati.
Now, he talked about the Illuminati in pretty much every interview he did, and he would go very into it.
It's a group that was formed like in the 1700s, something like that, 1600s. This dude named Adam Weishaupt. He started this
Those
group of
eyes,
people,
though.
like powerful, rich people that basically shape popular opinion and the way the world is gonna move forward.
It's pretty crazy to hear him talking about these things so openly. Like, I found tons of it.
okay, but if the Illuminati was real and he was talking about it in 1995,
so much.
Basically, what we talking about right now.
and they were trying to keep it secret, first of all, I don't think the Illuminati would care that people be talking about it because, like, no one's gonna believe. Like, the people who believe it, believe it. The people who don't believe it won't believe it. But also, like, if you're talking about it in 1995, and that's connected to why he was killed,
Now, this year, Prodigy was working on a musical called The Illuminati Ball.
wouldn't that happen not
The one thing we were planning on
26,
doing was a musical
25, 26 years later?
and how the obsession with the Illuminati infiltrated people's opinions of hip hop. Well, while he was working on creating the Illuminati Ball, Prodigy died. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. Now, Prodigy was sick for years. He had chronic sickle cell anemia, and he had been battling it for decades. While he was in the hospital getting treatment for it, and he died. And most people assume that he died because of the illness. A very viable source claims that the autopsy will say he died of accidental asphyxiation, which
So I don't really like it when conspiracy theories are centered around like actual people's deaths and stuff like that. I know that's like a really common theme, but I don't know. I feel like it's just disrespectful to the family. And like, if the autopsy said that it was that, then in theory the family should have access to the autopsy, so they should already know that. Yeah.
means that there was something lodged in his windpipe that caused him to choke to death. Now, TMZ claims that he choked on an egg, but the family will not confirm or deny that. Now, it's going to take several months for the autopsy to happen and for us to find out the truth, but it is kind of scary that he literally was writing and creating the Illuminati Ball, and then he dies in the hospital of choking on an egg. And this isn't the first time that theorists have claimed that the Illuminati has killed someone.
If that's true, that is a really weird situation. Like choking on an egg.
For talking too much. I mean, there's theories that Tupac and Michael Jackson both were killed because they knew too much and they wanted out. Now, there's
No.
a video out there that started going viral, and I'm not going to claim whether or not I think it's real. This is a video of a man who claims to have worked for the government and who knows all of the secrets.
I'm showing my face, and I will reveal my name for my own protection. So if something were to happen to me, you know it was not an accident.
I know tone of this video is very disturbing. Just
If
My
he
name is
wants to be
Robert
protected,
Hopkins,
shouldn't he
and
not
I
show
have
his
served
name,
with the
not say his
Department of
face? Because
Defense
then how would they get back to him about
In
it?
March of 1990, also known as Tupac Shakur, to the evidence of influence.
Okay, if he
of
worked for the
entities
government, he's
well
already
beyond
providing
this
his
federal
name and showing
government,
his face. Can't he
beyond
provide
this
some
world,
shred of
will
evidence
be
that he worked for the
revealed in
government?
these tapes.
Now, but even if this video and that phone call aren't real, I don't think it's too far from the truth. And hopefully in a few months, when we find out how Prodigy actually died from the autopsy, we'll get some more truth. Okay, now let's talk about something I saw in my email.
Wait, how do... I thought you said the autopsy said that he choked on an egg, but the autopsy information isn't available?
Oh, that kind of blew my mind. All right, now this last theory we're going to talk about sounds fun, but the more you think about it, the creepier it is.
I'm getting an
That is the
impression
theory
line from the
that
mug
mermaids
on my
exist.
nose.
Now, mermaids have been in pop culture forever. I mean, they've been in TV shows and Disney movies, but they've been around for even longer than that. I mean, there's literally cave drawings of what look like mermaids. Now, the theory
Do
that
those
they
look
might
like
exist
mermaids?
really
20 minutes, okay.
Okay, so obviously that is not real, and people for some reason thought it was. This was
People
a
think
long
anything's
video,
real.
which means a fake documentary. But it definitely made people start thinking, what if they do exist? And there's been tons of proof throughout the years that they might. I mean, here's a picture that somebody took where you can see what looks like a mermaid on a rock. Now that probably
Or a
is
fish.
fake, but still.
Well, not like a fish, but like a seal
Then
or
you have this
something.
famous picture of a man standing next to what looks like a huge mermaid skeleton, and this creepy picture that looks like the body of a mermaid that washed up on shore.
Okay,
And
but,
there's
like,
even a video that people claim is a bunch of
Faking
mermaids
mermaid
swimming
skeletons and
together.
stuff like that was like a thing that was done for those traveling shows and like circuses and freak shows and whatever. Like that was the thing they would do. They would modify skeletons and modify bodies and stuff
Now,
to
the
try to
person
be
who
like,
originally uploaded
oh,
that
come
video
see
called
the,
it dolphins
come see the
swimming
mermaid,
together.
mer.
Those mermaids. But that's right, 95% of the ocean in the world has been unexplored. So that means there's probably so much that we don't know about, so many sea creatures that we can't even comprehend. I mean, imagine going so far under the water that you're like in complete blackness. No human could breathe down there. No fucking fish could breathe down there. The only thing that could stay alive down there
A fish
is what would probably look
couldn't
like
breathe
fucking
down there.
monster.
They breathe water.
We'll never know because we can't
Lit-
dive that deep to find it. So the idea
Why wouldn't they be able
of mermaids existing might not be so crazy. I mean, there's been plenty of conspiracy theories about the ocean. I mean, people even believe that there's an entire world under the water where a bunch of underwater people live.
Oh, that part's true.
There's
Like I
a
saw that in
YouTuber who
Aquaman. Like
made a whole video
that
about
part's legit.
mermaids that I found very interesting. So she's a YouTuber that does a lot of conspiracy theory videos similar to mine. and
Oh
she's
man, I almost did a video on
so
her,
I
but
thought
then
I would
I
interview
didn't.
her about her. Okay, so I was
It's just
watching one of
camera
your
quality.
videos, and you were talking about something called the aquatic ape theory. Can you explain what that is?
It's like in evolution, a type of monkey or some monkeys on one part of the globe had an environment that was mainly water because, as we know, over time, the earth changed a ton and the elements could have been completely different.
Right.
So it basically thinks that we have an aquatic phase and that certain groups of monkeys, future humans, had to adapt to this way of life, had to adapt for survival.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I mean, if you think about it, if monkeys were raised, I guess, in the wilderness, they had to, like, evolve to that, which is what we are today,
Well,
hunters and stuff. But if they were raised in the water, then
I
they
of
would, over time,
during
get
the theory of
scales
evolution,
and get
monkeys
fins
were
and
after the
learn how
movement to
stay
land.
underwater for a long time. So if there's still monkeys around,
So-
then there might still be mermaids.
Why would
Or
there be a
monkeys.
monkey completely
Yes, there could be
submerged
mermaids,
in
yes.
water?
Well, in your video, you also talked about famous people through history that have mentioned seeing mermaids or believing in mermaids.
Wait,
Do you remember a few?
How is this
Yeah,
TV show
Christopher
conspiracy?
Columbus wrote
Again.
about mermaids in his journal, and he wrote about with babies when you throw them into water, like newborn babies, they swim like right away. It's really weird.
Wait,
Did you
what?
like newborn
yeah.
babies right out of the womb? When you think about it, they're in water. When
We're
they're-
gonna
they're
try
alive.
not to die as
When
a
they come out, and in
species.
some cultures, they straight just throw them in the water and hope that they can swim. And they do. There's like, look it up. There are videos of babies just
Swimming is part
in
of
their
the
house.
human
Oh my God, insert
experience.
footage here.
And then the fact that
I
we
think
have
that's so
spine
mean to throw
that's
like a
flexible,
baby into
so we can,
water
like,
just to
we can
see if
create
it
similar
swims.
movements.
Like,
That's why when we do like.
I don't know, I'm not a
butterfly
fan of the
shrimp
whole
has
just
that
push them into
same,
the learn
you
how
know,
to
I
swim
mean, you're just
thing. But that's
convincing
also
me
probably
more
because,
that
like,
they exist.
I wiped out and fell into
And
multiple
more than
pools
wrinkles
as a
in
child because I
your
just couldn't learn
water
not to
and
run.
your fingers, like, wrinkle
And I'd be
up
over there,
like
like,
raisins.
near
They've actually done
drowning
studies on
because
that
I
and
did not
found that
possess
it's
the
easier
ability to
do
swim.
something up underwater if your hands are like that.
So what you're saying is, if they do exist, mermaids are probably creepy, ape-looking, wrinkly old babies.
Definitely could be 100%.
Wait, they
Well, thank you for
shouldn't have wrinkles though.
for convincing
They're
me
in the water.
that mermaids exist. Well, guys, if you want me to do more conspiracy
Why does he
theory
whisper
videos,
in the videos?
also make sure to subscribe to my channel.
Also, every clip he shows is much louder than his initial
Go over to
face.
Kendall's channel, subscribe, and check out her latest
Alright,
video.
cool,
She
cool,
talks
cool.
about chunks.
Well, that was TV show conspiracy theories. It was pretty interesting. Like I said, I've seen some of the same. I've seen some. I can't speak. I don't know English. I've seen some of Shane Dawson's conspiracy videos before, especially like the long format ones that like everyone ever has seen. And I thought that they were really like good and well researched, but this one just seemed like too big of a stretch. But also, I don't know if these theories should have been grouped together in their own little video like that, because it seemed like very loose TV show conspiracies, but that's just me. Yeah, so if you thought that was interesting, like, comment, subscribe if there's a video you want me to react to, because apparently I'm just gonna become a reaction channel. Why not? I haven't posted in months. So this is another rebirth of my channel. All the previous videos are gonna go private except for maybe like 5. And in this rebirth, I am a reaction channel temporarily. We'll see what happens. All right. Check y'all later.